What is going on, guys? All right, it is not slowing down. We got another Drake diss track on Kendrick Lamar, and this one is better than the first one he did. I'm just gonna let you hear it on your own. You'll see it in the title. I know you clicked on it when you saw it. We got Tupac AI and Snoop Dogg AI on a Drake diss track. So he is not playing around. He is pulling out everything to try to get Kendrick to respond. So let's see what this is. I have heard it. I wish I would have done a reaction to it when I heard it the first time, because I was I had quite the reaction. But we're gonna get into it now. This will be like the probably fourth time I've heard it, third or fourth time I've heard the thing. But there's some crazy stuff in here. Let's go on. Hit that like button, subscribe, comment, share. You know what to do. But this is crazy. Let's go. Tailor-made freestyle. There's a reason for that.
Illuminati does rise again. You can see it in my eyes again.
What? Oh, this beat is so hard.
Kendrick, we need ya, the West Coast savior. Ain't great in your name and some hip-hop history. If you deal with this viciously, you seem a little nervous about all the publicity. For this Canadian light-skinned doc, we need to know the...
It is downright scary how good AI is. That sounds exactly like Tupac. It is insane. All right, I'm gonna let a little bit play and then we'll come back.
West Coast victory, man. Call him a bitch for me. Talk about him liking young girls as a kid for me. Heard it on the Buddin' podcast, it's gotta be true. They told me the spirit of Machiavelli is alive, and the nigga under 5'5", so it's gotta be you. I would beat the whole fucking game. It was me and Snoop Dogg, had my fucking shirt off in the House of Blues. You gotta fuck this nigga, girl, he gotta get abused. All that shit about burning tattoos, he is not amused. That's jail talk for real thugs, you gotta be you. Gotta leave this motherfucker broken and bruised before we really lose. You asked for the smoke, now I seen you too busy for the smoke. I won't lie, the people confused. Now you about to get this shit another week and fall back to home, girl, but run the numbers up, I would've refused. For these industry relationships, she not in your shoes. You supposed to be the boogeyman, go do what you do. Unless this is a moment that you tell us it's not really you. In that case, there's nothing left to say, I just pass it to Snoop.
Alright, so let's go back on that. Let's analyze everything there. So first of all, let me just comment on this. Let me just say this, and let me just admit right now how wrong I was when this whole thing started, when the Like That verse from Kendrick dropped. Obviously, as I think most of us did, we thought the battle was going to be j.cole and Kendrick going at it, and I was so excited for it. And guys, if you've watched my early videos, you know I was not listening to anything current for quite a long time, so I didn't know a lot about these three to begin with, but the little bit I had heard up to that point, and of course that verse from K-Dot, and everything I've heard from Drake, Cole, and Kendrick, obviously, I did not think much that I did not hold Drake in the same level. I didn't put him at the same level as Kendrick and Cole by any means. I thought he was by far the weaker of the three. I thought that the battle was going to go back and forth between Cole and Kendrick, and of course Cole did respond, and it was fire. And then he just quit on his stool, threw the towel in, whatever you want to call it, and just got out of the fight. No longer wanted to have a match anymore, so he just pulled out. I don't know what happened. He could have been a part of this whole thing, and I really hate it that he did that. One of the weakest moves, one of the weakest things I've ever seen in my life. But anyway, so because of that, we got Drake. Now, maybe not because of that. Maybe Drake would have done all of this anyway. Maybe he wouldn't have. Maybe he would have, if Cole would have, continued, he would have maybe left something for Cole, like, okay, well, he's got to have some ammunition, let me not do everything. So, or maybe he would have, I don't know. So anyway, because of that, we're getting this Drake, and I got to commend him on this, and I got to admit, flat out, 110%, I was absolutely wrong. I did not know he had this in him. Again, I didn't really have that much to say about it because I didn't know that much about them. But what I did know, I definitely put the limelight on Kendrick and Cole more so than Drake, and I thought they were better lyricists, and they might be. I mean, but what we're seeing from Drake is just absolutely just fearless. He has no fear. He is going after everybody that's coming after him. He is putting Tupac, obviously a idol of Kendrick Lamar's, coming from the West Coast, being a West Coast rapper, the biggest legend ever from the West Coast scene, of course, by far. Obviously, a huge influence, a huge inspiration for Kendrick. He is using his AI to basically trying to talk Kendrick into making a diss track against Drake. He's saying, come on, man, come on, go get him, you can do it, you got it, come on. He's basically egging him on. Just a 100% troll move. Troll and a half. 2 trolls. Drake is petty as hell, and I love it. This is what battle rap is. This is what a war is. He wants a war, and he is pulling out everything to get it. And I just have to applaud him. He deserves everybody's appreciation. And I'm one of them, and I know a lot of other people are. We all doubted Drake. We didn't think he would even respond, or if he did, it would just be something light or subliminal. He is absolutely going after him. And he's going after everybody else that's dissed him on the future Metro Boomin albums, where they made 2 whole albums basically with anybody that's ever had a problem with Drake jumping on the tracks. But anyway, let's get back into this. I just had to say that, but let's move on. Let's analyze this now.
Illuminati does rise again. You can see it in my eyes again.
And Drake clearly wrote this. He wrote the lyrics and just put it, to an AI Tupac. I mean, and it might even be a Drake flow. I don't know. But yeah, Drake clearly wrote the lyrics, of course. This is what he's saying to Kendrick, just begging him for a diss track to come back at him because he's got something else tucked away, ready for whenever K-Dot drops, obviously. But he's using Tupac's voice to do it. And you know that has got to get under Kendrick's skin. You know that has got to burn his soul up inside. So, great move.
Kendrick, we need ya, the West Coast savior. Engraving your name in some hip-hop history.
Okay, so we need you, the West Coast savior. Of course, Kendrick is from Compton, from Los Angeles, so he is, the next West Coast legend, obviously, after Tupac, basically. Engraving your name in some hip-hop history. Yeah, we've already put it in there. So if you deal with this viciously, yeah, we're engraving your name in some hip-hop history if you deal with this viciously. It's already there, pretty much. It's already down in the history books. But if you deal with this viciously, it definitely goes in there. All right, you seem a little nervous about all the publicity. Fuck this Canadian light skin. That's Drake, of course. And a lot of people make fun of him for, being very light skinned. I think he's white and black, both races. Like, parents are... one parent's white, one parent's black, whatever. He gets a lot of flack for that, of course. But, anyway, okay.
If you deal with this viciously, you seem a little nervous about all the publicity.
Yeah, so he's saying now you did what you did. Now where are you? What's going on? Why aren't you firing back? Now that he's coming back.
This Canadian light-skinned doc. We need to know the baby West Coast victory, man. Call him a bitch for me. Talk about him like a young girl.
Call him a bitch for me. Get him for me. Tupac saying this.
That's a kid for me.
Talk about him like, yeah, so there's some rumors that Drake's kind of on the crazy. He's basically denying it here because he's saying it was heard on the Budden podcast, so it must be true. Of course, Joe Budden, so, he's saying he's always just talking whatever comes into his mouth, whether it's facts or whatever comes into his brain. He just speaks it out, never, doesn't look into anything. He's not worried about facts or truth, just says whatever's on his mind. Who cares if it's true? So he's basically denying it. He's throwing a shot at Joe, of course, as well. But, talk about him liking young girls as a gift from me. So he's saying, yeah, I'll give you that diss. But, and also Drake is negating that from Kendrick being able to talk about it later. Because he's taken that ammunition away, because that would probably be a Kendrick diss towards Drake when he fires back. So now he can't really use that because Drake's already addressed it and he's taken it away from him. So brilliant move once again.
Heard it on the Budding Podcast, it's gotta be true. They told me the spirit of Machiavelli is alive, and the nigga under 5'5", so it's gotta be you. I would be so
gotta be you, under 5'5". So they told me the spirit of Machiavelli, Tupac, is alive, and the one under 5'5". So who else is it? Who else could they be talking about? Again, throwing shots at Kendrick for being so short. All right.
Whole fucking game. It was me and Snoop Dogg. Had my fucking shirt off in the House of Blues.
He did that at
you
one
gotta
point.
fuck this nigga, girl. He gotta get abused.
So yep, get revenge. So he's gotta do that to his girl, and of course Tupac claimed to have had relations with Biggie's wife, also Faith Evans, at one point. So, and of course the Hit 'Em Up track, that's how it started, him claiming that. So he got to get abused, just brutalize him, just destroy him. You got to do everything you can to get back at him.
All that shit about burning tattoos, he's not amused. That's jail talk for real thugs, you gotta be you.
That's jail talk for real thugs, you got to be you. So of course Kendrick, I don't think has ever been to jail or been in any real trouble. I don't think. Let me know if I'm wrong on that. But he is not amused. That's jail talk for real thugs. You got to be you. So don't worry about that. Don't mess with that kind of talk, because that's not you. That's basically what he's saying to Kendrick. You got to be you. Do what you do. Respond in your way, because you're not like that. Pun intended. Okay.
Gotta leave this motherfucker broken and bruised before we really lose. You asked for the smoke.
So he's saying we're down right now. What are you gonna do? You gotta leave him broken and bruised before we really lose, because right now we're down. We gotta come back.
Now seeing you too busy for the smoke, I won't lie to people.
Yeah, now it seems you're too busy for the smoke. You wanted it with the Like That verse. And, I won't lie, the people, they're confused now. Like, where are you? Why have you gone and disappeared? I mean, it hasn't been long. It's been, a week since Drake dropped his first diss back. So, I mean, let's give him time. I'm not like, hey, you got to respond in 2 hours, in 2 days, whatever. I mean, we'll give him some time, of course. But Drake is just ready for war. He is ready for something. He wants something. He's got a fire diss track in his back pocket that's even harder than this and the other one he dropped, the Drop and Give Me 50. And this one is much better than Drop and Give Me 50, in my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. But he's got something even worse ready for Kendrick, so he is just begging him, please give your diss track. Come back. Give your diss on what I just did. Please, because then I got another one lined up for you, and he's going to that's probably the hard hitter, and he's going to release that one right after, probably. So, and it's going to be fire.
Everybody get this shit another week and fall back to homegirl, but running numbers up. I would have refused for these industry relationships. She not in your
So, and fall back to homegirl who running numbers. Okay, hold on. Now you about to give this shit another week. So he's saying you keep putting it off. You keep putting the diss off because, I think that's a reference. Of course, this is where the song name comes in, the song title, Taylor Made Freestyle. So Taylor Swift just recently dropped, I think yesterday or earlier this week, whatever, I think a whole album or maybe just a song. And of course, Kendrick might have said that he wouldn't want to go up against her because that would take his numbers away. So I think that's a call at that, maybe. All right, I would have refused. Fuck F these industry relationships. She's not in your shoes. You're supposed to be the boogeyman that everybody's afraid of. That's what everybody was thinking. Go do what you do. Of course, Cole got scared to death. It's definitely the boogeyman to him. But yeah, don't worry about all that. Don't worry about the numbers. Don't worry about who else is dropping and how that's going to affect your numbers. You got to be you. F these industry relationships. Quit being friends with these people. You got to do what's best for you right now. All right?
You supposed to be the boogeyman, go do what you do. Unless this is a moment that you tell us it's not really you. In that case, there's nothing left to say, I just pass it to Snoop.
Now we got Snoop. Nephew, okay.
What the fuck you
know it's
gotta
Snoop.
do? We passed you the torch at the House of Blues, and now you gotta do some dirty work. You know how to move, right? Right? I know you never been to jail or was jumpsuits and shower shoes. Never shot nobody, never stabbed nobody, never did nothing violent, and no one. It's the homies that empower you. But still, you gotta show this fucking aisles. Those balls on the west. Now's the time to really make a power move. Cause right now it's looking like you writing out the game plan on how to lose.
Oh my God.
Bark up the wrong tree and then get your head popped in a crowded room. World is watching this chess game, but are you out of moves? Dot, you know the DOG never fucking doubted you. But right now it seems like you posted up without a clue. What the fuck you about to do?
Yeah, that's the truth.
God, okay. We'll go back to that.
Like you moves. Dot, you know.
Right, we'll just go over it. We don't need to hear it again. But all right, so of course, nephew, you know it's Snoop if he says that to begin with. Of course, this is AI as well. But this is again, it's very scary how good AI is. It's very terrifying how good and accurate that can be. But all right, what are you really about to do? We passed you the torch at House of Blues, so I'm sure at some point Snoop maybe did that for Kendrick at some point. Obviously, he might have passed the torch. He might have said, hey, you're the next generation. All right, so of course, another iconic West Coast rapper from California, Snoop Dogg, obviously. And now you got to do some dirty work. You know how to move. You know what to do. You know how to handle this, right? You say you do, right? He's asking him, like, are you ready for this? You got to do some dirty work, but that's what you wanted. That's what you're ready for. I know you've never been to jail or wore jumpsuits and shower shoes. Of course, Snoop has. And Snoop actually got acquitted for shooting somebody back in 93, 94, I think. Never, but he's saying to Kendrick, you never shot nobody, never stabbed nobody. You've never been through this hard type of stuff, through that type of thing. But, you know, you need to handle this. Never did nothing violent to no one. It's the homies that empower you. So the people around you, your friends, are the people that give you praise in the rap game, maybe. That's what he's talking about. But still, you got to show this owl. Of course, Drake's symbol a lot of times is an owl, or that is his symbol. Not a lot of times, always, I guess. And who's boss on the West? Owl. Who? Okay, who's boss on the West? All right, so you got to get with it. You got to go. Now's the time to really make a power move. Fight back. What are you doing? What are you waiting on? Because right now, it's looking like you're writing out the game plan on how to lose. Because you're losing. You are losing right now, Kendrick. He's saying you are losing. You are down. And you're writing the game plan on how to lose right now. How to bark up the wrong tree. You wanted the smoke. You fired on both of them in the Like That verse, and then get your head popped in a crowded room. So you ran up a tree. You barked up the wrong tree. You thought you wanted something, but now your head popped up, and your head came up and it got popped in a crowded room. Because now Drake's he's whacking you back down. World is watching this chess game, that's a fact. But are you out of moves? Is that all you had? Or do you have something else? Okay, you know that the DOG never doubted you, but right now it seems like you posted up without a clue. So of course that could be that's kind of a basketball reference there. You know, you post up, but you know sometimes a guy can post up and then he turns around and shoots a fadeaway jumper instead of backing the little guy down right to the rim and dunking on him, or throwing up a hook shot, a easy, a short shot or something. So that could be a reference to that. And again, just now it looks like you were ready for the smoke. Like, yeah, I'm the big dude. I'm the big guy. Give me the ball. All right, I got it. And then you post it up and you freeze and you're like, wait a minute. What am I doing? What do I need to do? I forgot. What are you about to do? That's kind of what I'm getting from that.
The OG never fucking doubted you, but right now it seems like you posted up without a clue. What the fuck you about to do?
Yeah, that's the truth.
Now we got Drake.
I'm definitely about to come around the land gang and let my fucking bow move. Shitting on you niggas from a whole different altitude. High up in the sky like I'm Howard Hughes. The first one really only took me an hour or two. The next one is really about to bring out the coward in you. But now we gotta wait a fucking week. Cause Taylor Swift is your new top. And if you about to drop, she gotta approve. This girl really about to make you act like you not in a feud. She tailor-made your schedule with Ant, you out of the loop. Hate all you corporate industry puppets, I'm not in the mood. I love it when you niggas talk loose like I'm not in the room. Since like that, your tone changed a little, you not as enthused. How are you not in the booth? It feel like you kinda removed. You tryna let this shit die down. Nah, not this time, nigga, you following through. I guess you need another week to figure out how to improve. What the fuck is taking so long? We waiting on you. The rest of y'all are definitely involved. Y'all getting it too. As soon as you get the courage to drop, I'm out on the loose. On the loose. Yeah, shout out to Taylor Swift. On the loose. How to improve. It feel like you kind of all you corporate industry. Taylor Swift is your new.
All right, so, all right, yeah, he's now Drake's talking to Snoop. All right, yeah, that's the truth because again, Snoop and Snoop and Tupac are being used as AIs by Drake. They're saying Drake's lyrics like, "Where are you? What are you doing? Please go after him. Go get him for us." Which really, that's Drake egging him on, saying, "Come back, come back at me. What do you have? I'm ready." So that's the truth. I'm definitely about to. Now he's talking as himself. I'm definitely about to come around the Lane Gang. I don't know what that is, and let my bowel move. So I'm shitting on you. So of course, bowel movement, shitting from a whole different altitude. So again, calling back to the fact that he is up here, these other guys are down here. Of course, he had the line in Drop and Give Me 50. I had to hike down off this cliff, off the mountain, just to have a chat with you, okay? High up in the sky like I'm Howard Hughes. Who is that? Like a pilot or something, I'm thinking? I'm not sure. I've heard the name before. The first one really only took me an hour or two, so that's Drop and Give Me 50. The next one is really about to bring out the coward in you. So he's got another one. He's got another one. He said it right there. All right, but now we got to wait another week because Taylor Swift is your new top. So Top Dog Entertainment. So Top, who he made reference to a ton of times in Drop and Give Me 50 with, he's getting 50% of everything Kendrick does. He's in control of Kendrick. He's the real boss at Top Dog Entertainment. So now Taylor Swift is your new top. She's the one that's making the rules, that's dictating to what you do, when you do it, how you do it, when you drop. Okay, so, and if you're about to drop, she's got to prove. Okay, so right there, yeah, she's got to prove it first. You can't just do it on your own, just like with Top. He has to approve something also. This girl really about to make you act like you're not in a feud. So he's he's pretending to not hear all this. Like he's pretending like this isn't going on in the real world. Like he's just in a bubble, I guess. Okay, she's tailor-made. Your schedule with Ant, I don't know who that is. You out of the loop. Okay.
Top, and if you about to drop, she gotta hate
all you corporate industry puppets. I'm not in the mood. Okay, I love it when you talk loose. I'm not in the room I'm not in the room. Okay, so yeah, just talking dog and talking. Like he's not in the room. Since like that, your tone changed a little. You're not as enthused. Yeah, K Dot was ready for anything on that like that verse, but where is he since then? It seems like you're not as enthused. Was that just a one-time thing? How are you not in the booth? It feels like you're kind of removed. You're trying to let it simmer down. You're trying to let it die down. No, not this time. You're following through. That was hard. That was hard right there. No, I'm going to make sure you come back with a response. I'm going to make sure we get into this. I want to fight. That's what he's saying. I guess you need another week to figure out how to improve. What is taking so long? We waiting on you. All right, the rest of y'all are definitely involved. Y'all getting it too. That's Rick Ross, Weekend, Future, Metro Boomin. Of course, he fired back on them in the other song as well, Drop and Give Me 50. But he's got more. He's got more for him. And Rick Ross dropped a diss track all on his own, and it was fire. It was good. It was very nice. All right, I got to give him credit. So he's probably got a little more for Ross than the other ones, because the other guys like Weekend and stuff. They're not threats. Of course, he's not even a rapper. But anyway, and of course, Metro Boomin, he destroyed in one line. On the other one, just sit your ass down and make some drums. So it's just hilarious. So Drake has got heart. Drake has got a huge heart. There's nothing stopping this guy. He is ready for smoke, war. He is ready for everything. So I got to commend him. I did not know he had this in him. And like I say, I wasn't really qualified to really speak that much on it because I didn't know what the rest of you guys probably know about him as much. And I haven't heard that much from him like you guys probably have because I was just out of listening to anything current for so long. And that's when all these guys came around. In that time, of course, now they're legends. That shows you how much of an idiot I was and how long I was out of current rap going on, which is crazy. But anyway, I'm catching up now. So, yeah, I didn't know he had this in him. I would have never thought that. All the songs I did hear of Drake were, of course, radio pop songs. So, I wouldn't think anything of those really. But, Did not know he had this. He is ready. So as soon as you get the courage to drop, I'm out on the loose. Okay. So, and of course, that's a kind of a callback to right up here. I love it when you talk loose like I'm not in the room. I'm out on the loose. All right. I'm off the chain. I am ready. I'm attacking. All right. As soon as you get the courage, I'm coming right back.
Industry puppets, I'm not in the mood.
Right,
Kind of removed. Guess you need enough. We waiting on the loose.
All right. That's enough. That's enough analyzing.
Yeah. Shout out to Taylor Swift. Biggest gangster in the music game right now.
Woo!
You know, I moved my album when she dropped. I said already, you know, she got the milli, gonna do a milli rock on your head top.
Yeah, he did say that. I've heard that he did say that before. That, you know, that's the only person he feared, like, dropping in competition with on the same day or around the same time, because he knows nothing's bigger than her. Nobody's bigger than her, I guess. She's going to run up the views and kill everybody else. So, I mean, that's kind of hypocritical of him criticizing K-Dot for doing the same thing, but I don't know. I mean, so he's admitting it right there that he's done the same thing. So, I mean, I don't have any problem with K-Dot waiting. I mean, hey, make the diss as fire as possible, as long as it takes. Not as long as it takes, but you know what I mean, within reason. I mean, a month or so is fine. But anyway, all right, we'll let this play out.
She got the whole PG Lang on mute like that Beyonce challenge. Y'all boys quiet for the weekend, like. I know you in that NY apartment, you struggling right now. I know it. In a notepad doing lyrical gymnastics, my boy. You better have a motherfucking
hey, he's gonna come back.
Entendre on that shit. Some shit I don't even understand. Like
quintuple entendre.
Shit
okay.
That'd be crazy. We waiting on you.
Yep. Okay. Yep. All right. Hey, that was crazy. I love the beat to that too. That was I like that one a lot better than Drop and Give Me 50, and I did like that one as well. No shade on that one at all. I'm really losing my voice, guys. I feel like I'm talking very loud. But anyway, this is probably a 30-minute video for a 3-minute song, 4-minute song. But anyway, I just want to say I've been seeing a lot of stuff about Drake being Thanos, and of course that makes a lot of sense because it was Thanos against all the Avengers, against everybody. And everybody's been ganging up on Drake. But I think Drake is more like Batman, because Batman, he knew how to defeat an opponent by using his mind, by outthinking him. He is outthinking K-Dot right now. He is using Tupac, his idol, or at least one of his idols. And I don't know that for sure, but I'm taking a guess that K-Dot is a huge Tupac fan, being from the West Coast, being from Compton, Los Angeles, California, being from Compton. Compton in Los Angeles, I don't know. It's in California, I know that, I'm sorry. But anyway, from being there, you know, I'm sure Tupac is a huge idol of his, a big inspiration, influence on his career. So, you know that is getting in his head. It's like when Batman came up with a contingency plan for all the Justice League members in case any of them ever went rogue, just went off the map, even for himself. Like if something ever happened to him, he had a contingency plan. He knew how to destroy and eliminate each one of them in case they got too big, in case they got too powerful, in case they went off the deep end and weren't about saving people anymore. So, and he did that. He did that by being too smart for him, by being smarter than everybody else. And he is using and he uses their weakness against them, like the Krypton thing with Superman and all that. So Drake is using a weakness of K-Dot, his love for Tupac, his admiration for Tupac. I'm guessing. I'm sure that's there, and he is putting Tupac's voice on a diss track towards Kendrick, where Tupac is gassing Kendrick up, clapping him on, telling him, you got this, you can do it, like he's motivating him. You know that has got to burn Kendrick up. You know he is fuming, and I hope he is, because then we will get a fire diss track, and then we got another one coming from Drake, as he said in the song, and I can't wait. I love it. This is what competition is. This is it. They're keeping it on rap, on the beat, on music. It's not going out in the street. We don't want any of that bullshit. That's not what it's about. We want to see who is the best lyricist, who is the best rapper right now. And that's what we're getting, and I absolutely love it. And j.cole, you could have been a part of it. Now look what you are missing out on because you couldn't sleep right at night because you dissed somebody. Get the fuck out of here. Alright, guys. Let me know what you think. That is it. I am gone. That is a long-ass video. I hope you watch it. If you watched all the way to the end, put Drake as Batman in the comments. If you saw it to the end, because I said that at the end. Alright, I'm out.